I'm filled with so much pride having the opportunity to work so closely with these shows on teching and launching.
If we can be a part of something that launches and goes on tour and brings joy and happiness to people, then I think we're all about it.
It's wonderful to test your show out with audiences who know and love the theater. Playhouse Square, what you have here is very special.
Being the place where these tours begin their life puts us a little higher in the conversation, and therefore it's really important. We've just had Spamalot and Hell's Kitchen and The Notebook.
The process starts longer in advance than it would for a normal tour. All of a tour is built around where it's going to start. They're spending a lot of time in the theater preparing for the ultimate performance that is going to happen at the end of those 3 to 4 weeks.
When we launch a tour, we are the very first spot before it goes out on the road. So when they come here, they have a rough idea of what they're going to need from sound, from video, from lights, to scenery. But then when they go to execute it, there are things that might not work so well, or if they have pieces and parts that they're pulling from some of their Broadway productions, that when they get here, it needs to be modified so that it can go on tour, such as like The Notebook. They are really unpackaging something brand new. We have to set up basically a video village in the house because they have designers and assistants and associates that all are part of this project. So for the first time, blocking will change, lighting will change. They're creating it in our venue.
When you come to the theater to tech a show, all of the elements are there. Actual set pieces, all the actual lighting is getting built in real time. Everyone's in their real costumes, their wigs. But it's when we actually take the vision of all of the designers and make the production fully realized.
That always is such a magical time for me to see these other humans and creative people that are all working on this together, taking my songs and expanding them in such a way that I never could do by myself.
The biggest thing I'm always looking for right off the bat is, are there any specific things we have to do to make the venue work? Like, we might need to separate the PA because our truss can only handle this, and we might need to preemptively build some risers. They have ideas that are brought to us that we might not have even really thought of. They rely quite a bit on our locals for the knowledge to help assist. And this is also their conversations that they will have for their future shows that they go to. Hey, we did it like this in Cleveland. This is what we're going to model other cities off of if they can possibly do it. And for us to be part of that creative team is just really rewarding.
There are a number of things that make Cleveland really stand out to producers and general managers in New York who are looking to take their shows on tour. Playhouse Square has multiple theaters, so for a Broadway tour, there are actually 2 theaters here that they can choose from, the KeyBank State and the Connor Palace. There's access to hotels, one that's right across the street in the Crowne Plaza. We have apartments that are right here in the building, in the Bulkley building. Folks love working with our crews. We have a programming and production team that has worked on both sides of the fence. They've worked in producing and in presenting. So when you're looking at marrying both of them into one production and one tech, we have all the expertise to be successful in helping with that resource.
Each team reported that the crews were some of the best that they've ever worked with, and they said they were more prepared to go on the road than in almost any other city that they have launched.
Shows know that Cleveland audiences are special. These are the audiences that are laughing first, crying first, clapping first. They're really playing an active role in the development of these shows. They're the first to see it, and so it really shows the show what they need to work on to enable them to take it out for the rest of the country to enjoy. So it's a different role for the audience.
We need an audience very much to complete our rehearsal process. When you hear the reception and you get a feeling that everything you've tried to communicate has landed, it's an extraordinary, wonderful feeling.
They choose to come to Cleveland early in tours because of that response that they're going to get, and they know that these are enthusiastic audiences that can help them form their show that will then go across the country and hopefully be successful everywhere it goes.
We were able to negotiate with the state of Ohio about 2 years ago for a carve-out of tax credits. Now, there's a lump of money, about $50 million, which was earmarked for the creation and delivery of film and theatre in Ohio. In practical terms, the film industry would take pretty much all of that. And so we said, well, hang on, couldn't we carve out just a little bit which is just for theatre, not just for Playhouse Square, but for theatre in Ohio? So we were successful in lobbying for a $5 million carve-out. $5 million as a rebate to producers for money spent in Ohio. And that's the really important killer point about the tax credits. It's a really great way to incentivize and help the local economy.
Teching and launching shows here means additional jobs for Clevelanders, particularly backstage, stagehands, wardrobe, hair and makeup, musicians. In the case of The Notebook, which launched in September, there were over 140 additional people that were hired just in stage labor, working more than 11,000 hours over the course of the entire engagement.
Launching national tours at Playhouse Square is tremendously important for a number of reasons. The most important reason to me is it raises the profile of Playhouse Square. It puts us into the conversation with Broadway.
The number of people that come to town that wouldn't normally be here, and these are producers and general managers and press reps who don't follow the tour regularly, but they're here in our city and they're here in our venue, and it's great to have them here and to see all that we have to offer.
So to have people who are not from Cleveland validating Cleveland is tremendously important to us. And having someone like Alicia Keys shout, "I love Cleveland," is really, really great because it's from the heart and it's true. So we deliver on the promise in the way we treat folk when they come to Cleveland, and it's so rewarding to hear them say such great things about us after they're finished.
We've always been an important stop on the road, and now we're an important start. It's because of our audiences, it's because of the resources that we have here, it's because of the relationships that we have in the industry. For them to come here and really be amazed and wowed by what we have to offer is priceless.